Hey, it's a great day. I'm Mike Current, Energizer, and today is day 43 on the Continental Divide Trail. So let's do this. So today, it's a 0 day in the town of Pagosa Springs. Just kind of a standard 0 day. Yeah, I just went and got food for the next section, which is going to be about 6 days. Grabbed some burgers and some beers. Got a haircut. Just took care of personal items. Cleaned up all of my equipment because it had mud all over it. And so that's what I've been doing today. But what I'd like to talk about on this video is in one of my previous videos, I talked about a personal locator beacon and a satellite communicator and the importance of getting one. And based on the comments coming back, I realized that some of you might not know what a PLB is or a satellite communicator and might not know the differences between the two. So that's what I would like to talk about in this video. A personal locator beacon or a satellite communicator, both of them are used to send a distress signal, an SOS, to emergency personnel so they know that you're in trouble. But there are distinct differences between a PLB and a satellite communicator. For a PLB or personal locator beacon, it's just a small little device, and you buy it online or you can buy it at a store, and there's really only one cost to it. You get it, you register it online in a national database, you put a whole bunch of information in there, and then you carry it with you when you're hiking. And if something were to happen, you push the SOS button, and that notifies people you're in trouble. Now, a PLB only works when it is activated. You push the button, and it notifies a national distress system that works throughout the United States. In fact, it works throughout the world. And then it'll eventually work its way down, likely to the local sheriff, the local volunteer rescuers. However, the entire system has the ability to call in the fire department and planes and helicopters and the National Guard if they need to. Now, typically what happens when you activate a PLB, they'll look up the information that's going in your database, and they'll first try to call your cell phone to see if it was just a mistake. Then they'll call your family that you have listed and say, hey, is this person hiking? Are they out? Is this really serious? And then once they get to they're going to take it serious to begin with, but they want to make sure it just wasn't an accidental activation. And then, as I said, it will go all the way down to local sheriffs. They will develop a rescue plan, and then they're going to go out and try to find you and call in everybody they need to be able to do that. The advantages of a personal locator beacon is you just pay for the system. You buy it once, you register it online, that's pretty much it. The disadvantage is it doesn't work unless it's physically activated, and there's no communication between you and the rescuers. All they know is you've activated, you're in trouble, and they need to go find you. For a satellite communicator, it has a lot more features than a PLB. But a satellite communicator works with a company. Think of those, I've fallen and I can't get up things. It's kind of like that, but it's for emergencies. When you activate a satellite communicator, it notifies the company that you are working with. Like for me, it's Garmin. And then they are the ones that will call your cell, call your family, and then they'll serve as a conduit, call the emergency services, and get that whole ball rolling. So that's a really important distinction. When you buy a satellite communicator and you pay for the subscription, you just have to remember you're buying more than the device. You're paying for who's on the other end and who is going to be watching out for you if something really bad happens. Now, for a satellite communicator, first you got to buy the device, then you have to register it, and usually there's a yearly registration fee. Then you have to get a subscription, and you can do a monthly plan or a yearly plan, and usually there's levels of subscriptions as well. You can have a very basic plan all the way up to a higher plan, which gives you a lot more features. In the Garmin system, I have the Expedition plan. I do it on a monthly basis though, so it's only active when I want it active in those months. But with the Expedition plan, of course, I get the SOS, but I also get unlimited texts. I get various other advantages as far as being able to communicate, and I also get free weather with my Expedition plan. Essentially, with the Expedition plan is my family can talk to me anytime they want. With Garmin, I also buy the insurance, the rescue insurance. Now, most rescues in the United States are free. Government pays for it. However, there could be ancillary costs, and if you need to be rescued in a foreign country, that is not free, and so the insurance pays for that. The advantages of a satellite communicator is first, you can communicate with the rescuers. They can talk to you, or they can text you on the satellite communicator, what is wrong? What is the issue? You know, do you have a broken arm? Do you have a broken leg? Is it heat? Is it stroke? What is going on with you? And then they can tailor the rescue for that. If you can walk a couple miles, because you only have a dislocated shoulder, maybe to a meadow where they can bring in a helicopter. So they can talk to you. The other thing is that it sends out a signal, so even if you don't activate the SOS, the family might know that something's wrong. And my family can track me. They know where I am at. Mine sends out a signal. I have it situated to send out every 10 minutes. It sends out a signal. It can be 2 minutes, 10 minutes, you know, an hour, 2 hours, but my family can track me and know where I'm at. So even if I don't activate it, if my family thinks something wrong, they can call Garmin and say, hey, this is where Energizer is, Mike Curran is, and he needs help because we're trying to get a hold of him and his little tracking device is just standing still and it shouldn't be. And even if it is an emergency situation, my family can talk to me anytime I want. A lot of times when I'm on trail, I do not have cell service. So, but my wife can text me, she can send me a little encouragement, you know, love you, you know, you got this, or my dad can send me something. Now, he's a retired command sergeant major, so his words of encouragement are more like, why are you moving so slow? But they can text me anytime they want, and I can text them and I can talk to them. So obviously the disadvantages of a satellite communicator is the cost. You're paying for the device, you're paying for the yearly registration, you're paying for the monthly or yearly subscription, and that just adds up. But you're getting a lot more for that cost. So if you are a young thru hiker and short on funds and are about to do a thru hike, this is the part of the video where you say, Mom and Dad, watch this. For all the parents that have a child that's about to go on a thru hike, I ask you, please buy your child a satellite communicator like the Garmin Mini, that's the most popular one. Buy it and pay for the subscription. And don't do it for them. You're not doing it for your child. I mean, selfish little bastard is going off and leaving you alone for 6 months. No, you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for your peace of mind, that you can track them, you know where they're at, you can contact them at any time that you need to, they can contact you, and most importantly, if something happens, they can push the button and they can have emergency services there, or you can initiate it. Well, that's the difference between a personal locator beacon and a satellite communicator. Please, if you're going out into the woods, have one of those. I am really enjoying my 0 day here at the RV park. It turned out really nice. It's very comfortable here. And my entire stay in Pagosa Springs, the stay here, all the food for my resupply, all the burgers, all the beer, everything I've purchased is less money than what it would cost me for just 2 nights in a hotel room. So yeah, I definitely got my bang for the buck. Early Bird had a great idea to stay here. I think there's about 5 through hikers that are coming in just tonight to stay, so we'll have a little gathering. But this has been a really good experience. Now my next section on trail is likely going to take about 6 days. My videos have a 5-day gap. So if you wake up the day after this is shown and there's no video, no need to panic. I'm just taking longer to get on this portion of the trail, and then hopefully the day after or the day after that, the videos will start back up. And when that happens, I'll see you then.